Hello, hi everybody. It's Colleen here with Chalk Couture. I'm just getting the old iPad going, and then we'll get to the super lightning quick project tonight that's really super cute. And it's not my idea, but I loved it and I'm gonna recreate it. So we got that shared. And if you're watching the replay, hello and thank you. Okay, we are set on the iPad. So tonight's project is going to be, I have both transfer sets in front of me right here. So we have our Together Blessed, So Blessed and Thankful, and we also have our Peace, Joy, and Belief, because what I created, again, not my design, but these are super cute little tags. I'm going to bring them over. And I did these right before we came on. These are cute little gift tags, which can be used for many, many different things. So I have a whole set of them here that are for Thanksgiving that go along with our So Blessed, Together, and Thankful. And then I have a whole bunch of them ready to go with Christmas ribbon for the Believe, Joy, and Peace. So they fit perfectly on here. I'll explain how I prepared these. I'm going to do one that's for Thanksgiving tonight, and I think I'll use this cute little ribbon on here. So hello Barbara. So these are actually, believe it or not, from Michaels. They are, I think they came 6 in a pack, if I'm not mistaken. I actually got them online from Michaels, and I just spray painted them with chalk paint and sanded the edges, and then I put some wax on here. So it's Min Wax Finishing Wax. And how are you, Barbara? And so that will protect our transfer when we place it on here, so that we're not pulling up any of the little wood pieces or any of the chalk paint. I grabbed it. This was also from Michaels, and I have to say, I really liked it. This is nice, easy spray paint. So it's spray paint, chalkboard paint, and that's what I use to paint this. Again, waxing afterward. Let me grab the bottle. I'll show you the wax I used as well. So this is the wax that I used, and I just actually dabbed a little bit. You can see in here. This lasts for quite a while. Got this at Home Depot. And this is great to have that nice layer in between. Whenever you're working with wood, I always, always, always wax my surface. So this has been waxed, and I have my pieces of my transfer. This came in a set, and I cut them right along the dotted line that's provided on the transfer, and then I labeled the back of each piece. Because our transfers are reusable, we want to make sure that we are returning it. These are the carrier sheets. We want to make sure that we are returning it to the correct side of the carrier sheet. So I think what I'll do is So Blessed. Do I want to do that? I kind of like Thankful. Oh God, so decisions. How about Thankful? We'll do Thankful on this tag. And I have to point out, which I did not realize this, on the packaging, it's new packaging, and it's perfect for me because the instructions on exactly how to use the product are on here, and they made it bigger. I can actually read it now without reading glasses, so it's perfect. I have to say, yay, Chalk Couture for redoing their instructions on the back, especially for people like me who need reading glasses. So it's much appreciated. So when we are, and I apologize, I have black chalkboard paint all over my fingers. I have to go and scrub that when I'm done. So I kind of just roll my finger, and that helps to get the transfer right off of the backer sheet. And you can see that this is the shiny side. This is our sticky transfer. That's how we're going to return it, and that is why we label it back, so that we know this is the shiny side. That's where our transfer goes back onto. And because this transfer is brand new, it is very sticky. You can hear that, how sticky it is. So what I do, I have a towel right here. We call it fuzzing it up. So I literally just place it down, sticky side down, and I am lifting the lint from my towel onto the back of my transfer. That helps it to be just a little less sticky. A word of just advice if you have a brand new transfer and you're using it for the very first time, either on glass or on paper, you want to fuzz your transfer up very well. Take it from me. I tried one time when I joined Chalk Couture back in July 2017 when we launched. I used a transfer on glass and did not properly fuzz it, and I promptly stretched the transfer trying to remove it from the glass, and obviously we don't want that to happen. So I'm always erring on the side of caution and always fuzzing up my transfers very well now. So lesson learned. And same with paper, because it's going to pull the fibers from the paper off, so you want to make sure that you're fuzzing it really good for that too. So this is our pumpkin pie chalk paste. So this is like a liquid chalk, if you will. So what we do is we give it a nice stir, and we are looking for the consistency of yogurt. When we stir our paste up, that's what we're looking for. And that's just going to help our chalk paste go right through the silkscreen area. Easy peasy. So now that I have that consistency that I'm looking for, and you'll notice that the pigments are going to make the consistency of the chalk paste different. So for example, white doesn't really have pigment in it, so it's a little more like marshmallow fluff, where when you add darker pigments or any color pigments, it makes it a little bit smoother, I guess, if you will. So all that I am literally doing right now is getting a little bit of chalk paste onto my squeegee. We use these squeegees, which come in different sizes. So we have this size, we have this orientation, and there's even larger ones for bigger projects. I actually had a small squeegee and I cut it in half, so I have a nice little one. We use our squeegees because we don't want to puncture our silkscreen area. So that's why it's best to use our squeegees with our products. So just make sure that you're not feeling any bubbles with your fingers. I forgot to mention that. And then all that you literally are doing is squeegeeing your chalk paste right over your transfer, right over the silkscreen area. You don't need to be worried about the teal section, just the silkscreen section. Just making sure that you're getting everything fully covered. Apply a little pressure, and that will help to get all of that excess right back into your jar, because we want to get a lot of projects out of these, right? And then I always have a pan of water right off to the side, and I just threw my squeegee in there. And then when we remove our transfer, we're going to apply even pressure when we remove, so we're not stretching it, and I did fuzz this pretty well. And there we are. Look how adorable that little gift tag came out. So cute. This is wet still. It will be wet for about 3 to 5 minutes, but I'm actually going to speed that up. I'm just going to close my chalk paste because I want to make sure not to leave that open, because that will then dry out. If it does dry out, it's not a big deal, just to add a little bit of water. But I always like to close my jars up first, especially because I'm going to be using my heat tool to heat this. I'm just speeding up the process of the drying time. And that quick, our chalk paste is dry. I can rub my hands all over that. Thanks, Barb. I love this. It's so super cute. And again, I cannot take credit for this. This was actually a project that we did for a create and take at an event. And I just love this. So that's why I made a bunch of them to actually do for a create and take at an event that I'm going to be doing. So that is all there is to it. That is set now. If I wanted to make this permanent, Krylon also has a spray sealer. So I could seal this with a clear spray seal coat, and that will be permanent. However, I should be able to remove the chalk if I want to, because I waxed first. However, I haven't tested that yet. I know that some people have, and it's been okay. But I think with darker chalk paste, you might have a little bit more trouble, especially removing it off of wood, even though you did paste it. I am not going to seal this. Hi, Meg. I'm going to leave it just as is. But what I thought would be cute was, I don't know how this is going to look. I actually have like a flower arrangement here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. But I thought it would be really cute to just kind of tie this. I'm going to lean this down so you can see. And my flowers are going to get all messed up. But just so you kind of have an idea. I was just going to hang this and tie it right around the front of my floral arrangement. Another option that you can do with this is if you have candlesticks, that would make such a cute centerpiece if you just tie this little tag to candlesticks, and that makes an awesome Thanksgiving centerpiece. Now for the Christmas ones, these are super cute. Oops, I just dropped it. You can make these and actually give them as gift tags. Tie them to your packages, and then this is something that not only the gift that you're giving, but the tag is also a gift as well and could be used as an ornament. So a couple different ideas that you can do with these tags, and that's just 2 that I can think of right off the top of my head. 3 actually. Let me show you real quickly how to go about cleaning your transfer, because we want to make sure that we're cleaning them properly so that we can reuse them again and again, right? So as I mentioned, I have my little pan of water right here off to the side. It's my little dollar store banged up bucket that I've used, my old faithful bucket that I love, and I'm just cleaning off my little stirry stick, cleaning off my squeegee, getting all that chalk paste off. And while I've had this sitting in here, the water actually starts to help to get some of that chalk paste out. See how most of the chalk paste is gone? So I'm going to use my finger to try to get some of the rest of it off. And then I put that over here onto my towel, sticky side up. Let's move that water off to the side. And then the final step, I'm just reaching, sorry, so my chair's going to be squeaky while I'm reaching over. So the final step is a disinfectant wipe. And so what we do is we flip this back to the side that we chalked on, and we use a disinfectant wipe to clean out the silkscreen area. Flip it back to the other side. It's okay if you do have some staining up around here. Sorry, my fingernails are black from the chalk paint. If you have some staining up here with your darker colored chalk paste, that is perfectly fine. So long as your silkscreen area is clear, you are good to go. The disinfectant wipe actually also helps to get some of that fuzz that you put on there prior to doing your project, helps to get some of that off. And when you let that sit for just a minute, it's going to make it sticky again, the disinfectant wipe. And sitting here air drying, it'll now become sticky again, so that we can replace it onto our carrier sheet. So let's see, it might not be, oh, it's starting to get a little sticky now, still not completely dry. But what is a helpful tip to get it back onto the carrier sheet is leave it on your towel and then just match up. So I'm just simply gonna match like so. Press down, and now it's back on its carrier sheet, and it is ready to go and to be used again for another project. How easy, 0, 0, 0 skill level, and how adorable did that come out. And that took, not including cleaning time, that took 2 minutes to do, not even. So pretty simple, really super cute, just a nice little added touch to your home decor. And I thank you for watching. I think that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that one tonight. I've been waiting for this transfer, and everything came in today in the mail. My transfers and my tags. So I had fun prepping this for tonight's live. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are interested in joining my VIP group where I offer specials, I actually have a couple October specials going on in my VIP group. Just type VIP below and I'll add you to that group. And if you are interested in any of these products that we have available, everything is done online. I will put the link to my online store below. And lastly, if you are thinking that this is something that you can see yourself doing, you can see yourself making money doing something that you love and something that's pretty darn easy, just type me below and I will reach out to you with all of the information about becoming a designer. So I thank you so much for hanging in there, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. I will see you guys later. Bye.